Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Steve Vincent here of VIPidaho.com. We run a real estate business. Reason for the video is I want to share a couple of thoughts from conversations, and as I always do, I take tidbits, little pieces of conversations that I think are important to share. I like to help others get where they want to go, and so part of this was the conversation I had was success and responsibility. So on the success side, our goal in real estate has always been and always will be making a difference in people's life. Whether it's a dream home, a starter home, an investment home, it don't matter. Our goal is to help them get that dream. Because I know if I get that dream, then my dream will become a reality. We network with professionals, we network with high integrity, high moral, high ethics individuals because I believe that when you run into them and you're doing a transaction working together for a common goal and they see that you're not as skilled as you could be, they're very, very open to helping you get what you need and understand what what you're lacking and how to get it and why you should have it to help you become better. And that's what it's about. So success for me is not about material things and it's not about money. It never has been and it never will be. I'm not a dollar chaser and I'm not a material light guy chaser. Those things for me are a byproduct of success. So what is success? Success for me is this. Close your eyes for a few seconds. I want you to dream or think of or visualize what your quality of life that you want to live looks like. And it doesn't matter what it is, it's your quality of life. So what does your life look like? Think of what makes you feel. Think of being happy. And I want you to open your eyes. I want you to look around. I want you to see if you're there or not. Most of the time you're not going to be there, and that's okay. The issue is how do I get there and what's holding me back? And as I've shared with others, that answer relies in you looking in the mirror and asking those questions. Why am I here? And what is holding me back? And if you ask it enough, you'll realize really quick there's only one person looking back at you in the mirror. And I don't think I need to spell it out. So success is you working on the goals or the things that you need to do to achieve the quality of life that you want to live. And everybody's quality of life is different. And that's what makes this so cool, is that everybody's got a different vision for what they want to live. I have mine. I consider mine a massive stretch for us because my family, when I grew up, never never got there, but we got there. If you know what I mean, we lived a high quality life. We did great things. My dad was incredible mentor, incredible father. I learned a ton from my dad, and I still do to this day. My dad provided very well. He was a very good engineer for when he was there. We lived in a dream home in a really beautiful neighborhood. We didn't go without. Uh, I took some of those things and I've applied them to my life, and I've also upped the ante because I have been exposed to other things, and it was fascinating to me. I was like, wow, how does one get here? And that's what drove me on my journey from age 7 to where I am today at 50, almost 55. So you have to think about your dream, what your goals and your dreams are, and if you want them bad enough like I do, then you have to ask yourself, what do I need to do to get there, and why am I here? And along the way, you're going to learn some stuff. And when you get there, you'll appreciate the journey you took to get there. And if you know I've mentioned, if you know that if you understand what I'm saying, you'll realize I have not mentioned money and I have not mentioned material things because that is not my driver. When I was in the military, I had a rank in mind, two of them. One was to be an officer, and one, if I couldn't make that happen, the other one was to be a highest ranking enlisted guy. I went down that route because if I do anything, I have to challenge myself to a point of growth. And when you're a young airman coming up in the military, in the Air Force anyway, you see a chief, that's a big dude, that's a big guy, that's a big thing. See an officer corps, that's a big thing too. So if you're going to do anything, I want to maximize my opportunity. I want to get the most out of it, which is what I did. And then when I retired as a chief. I retired as I don't say an E9 because I was a people person. I cared like crazy for my guys to be successful. And as everybody around me said, that's what a chief does. So I was a chief when I retired. I give you those same things in these videos. Things to think about, to pursue, but more importantly, success, how you define it, and the other part is responsibility. You have responsibility to your family, and you have responsibility to your friends, and your responsibility big time to yourself if these goals are important to you to do that. Now, why would you be responsible for your friends? The responsibility you have with your friends is because you probably talk a lot like everybody does. We all do. I do it too. You share what you're doing, but if you're not doing anything, your friends aren't going to take you serious. So if you really want to make an impression on your friends and you want to make an impression on your family, follow through, be serious, follow through, have fun, but make it happen so your friends will respect you. When I grew up, high school, early college, it was amazing how many people I met that had all these big, big dreams. You're like, okay, that's cool. And then when you would say, hey, how are those things coming? How are those things coming? They never had a good answer because they didn't believe in it. They just wanted to say something spectacular to look good and feel good. It didn't go anywhere. So don't be that person. If you have a serious quality of life like I had when I was 7, I know that sounds weird, but at 7 years of age, I had to make some pretty important decisions at 7 that I shouldn't have had to make, but I did anyway. Won't go into those details. I've never stopped pursuing that dream, and we are now living in what I would consider our dream home. It's older, it's got to be updated, but it's a dream home. Potential is crazy. It's the biggest house I've ever lived in my entire life. I don't know too many people personally that live in a house this size. Um, we love it. I love the neighborhood. I love the neighbors. I love everything about this place. And it gives us room and space to share with our friends and our family, because that's big for me and us, our house and what we have, and come by, relax, chill, have fun, share memories, discuss, learn, and grow. That's what it's about. The money part will always come. The material things will always come, but they do not define me and they will never define me. So, having said that, wanted to say thank you for watching. Appreciate you sharing, comments. I'm going to continue putting more videos out there, but I wanted to share the success, you defining success and responsibility. You have a massive responsibility to your family, especially if they've already bought what you're selling. You need to follow through and make it happen. And when you do, like we did, it's a massive smile on the face and like, oh my God, we actually did this. This is so cool. It is a complete emotional game changer. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please share, add comments, and we'll talk to you soon.